Welcome, growing hair friends, to episode number 10. Well, Scarlet, Boringstary farm. We're basically missing pretty much a level. We have nothing to quest anymore, really. We have a few quests that we cannot really do. We are being outperformed. However, we are trying for the Altar Rock Elite quests, and me being solo, that might be difficult. The fox right here will join us pretty soon, once the fox is ready, but that does not mean we cannot already enjoy our stay. So, first things first, we're going to the shipyard in Arathi and getting the shipyard quest turned in. We still have a little bit of dragon buff available to us, however that will not be enough for the Altar Rock quest. However, we still need to go back to Stormwind. Once we go back to Stormwind, there is a quest we're missing. Because we have already the Crush Ridge Warmonger quest. However, there is also the quest of the Tiara missing. So once we get this quest, I think this is an Olderman quest. This is a normal. This is, I believe, also an Olderman quest. So the only thing that is truly available for us is the Alterac Mountains. If we look at our quest log, we have the Azure Agate, which is Trillane's Defenses. So where is Trillane's Defenses? Trillane's Defenses is in the Keep, so that is an elite quest as well. Sunken Treasure is where we are walking to right now. Then we have the Keystone, which is another elite quest. We have up to Snuff Keep an eye out, so we can do the Buccaneer quest. So we might go for the Buccaneer quest, actually. We have reached level 39 yesterday, so I have equipped my new weapon. And the weapon does a strong pew pew with not much damage range, which is a little bit odd. But the damage range is really narrow. So we're gonna do a lot of consistent damage with this weapon. Not fast, but consistent, and it's a 3.0, which I believe is the slowest a weapon will get to in Classic, that is. I believe a crossbow can go a little bit slower to 3.1, but it's not much slower than this. Now we have to run along the shore just a tiny bit. Look out for wreckages, of course, because that will yield us pots. And the Polanski is attacking me quite strongly today. My nose is itching from left to right, from front to center, from beginning to the end. My nose is super itchy and super stuffy. So I am prepared to snoot my newt for a lot of time. So hopefully we don't have to do that all too much. We have the first floating wreckage over there. So let's take our fishing rod over there. Why are we fishing? Well, we need 4 skill points for fishing. And the best thing to do is just to fish up floating wreckages. So we might find something useful out of them. Alrighty. I want to get the sound level turned up just a tiny bit, because I barely heard that one. I want to get the sound level just a tad bit up, because I barely even heard that one. And yeah, we still need 4 skill points so we can start the Net Pagel quest, because I did not know that you need a maxed out capacity skill if you want to enjoy the artisan secondary jobs. I thought it was a 200 just like the rest of the quest, but no, turns out you need a maxed out site job so you can start the additional artisan quests. We have another wreckage over there. We got 2 strangle kelps, 1 low level rum, which is not ideal. This is low level rum. This sells for basically nothing, which is kind of strange, but sure it is. But yeah, fishing these things is the best source for on-the-fly potions. So this is what we are getting. And healing potions are not really interesting to me. The mana potions, however, the mana potions are super duper duper interesting to me. And I need to put on some socks because the ground is getting kinda cold. And we're fishing anyways, so clickety click, click, click. We have 2 trunks, pretty cool. We have 2 trunks, pretty cool. Let's get hopefully a 3rd one. If not, I would like some strangle kelp, please. It's worth just a tiny bit of money. Let's see. Come on, there we go. And we have 3. 3 is good. We can possibly get a 4th one. No skill point though. So we might have to fish in a higher level area. And since we want to get into Scarlet Monastery, we're gonna head into the Scarlet Armory for completionist purposes. And let's see if we get an invite. Let's see if we get an invite. A healing potion, a little bit of leather, lots of cloth. A mana potion, 2 more mana potions. Not bad, not bad. I take all of the silk that I can get because I still want Windy to be level 35 to be a slave for tailoring. And we found a mithril deposit. And because I farmed Nomerigon 19 times, I can breathe on the water. I can breathe on the water. Great. Amazing. Now, will I pull? No. Thankfully. I can finally breathe on the water. And the staff has already amortized itself. The price for breathing on the water, for potion of water breathing, is absolutely insane. So the staff already paid for itself. Don't worry about that one bit. One tidbit I want to mention, however, that we will not be streaming on Friday. And next Friday, Path of Exile 1 patch 3.26 will release. And I do like myself some Path of Exile, as it's pretty much known on this channel. And we will be heading out and play ourselves a little bit of Path of Exile next Friday, because I've been really looking forward to the new season, and I hope it is a good one. And Settlers is hopefully going to core. We will know more in about 2 days, where GGG, the developer, has their reveal live stream. Very interested in it. Now, this is a protection one. This is a protection quest. We cannot do this protection quest. Absolutely not. We are super duper weak against it. So we shall do the best thing we shall do. And that is return home to Stormwind. We're gonna take up the Tiara quest. If we're lucky, we get a Dragon Slayer buff. And if we get a Dragon Slayer buff, I think we're gonna go to Booty Bay regardless. So we can snag our last level up. So we can mail up. And we can hopefully get to Tanaris and do a few of the elite quests we have in store. So yeah, let's hope for a dragon buff. And let's see what happens. We should buy a little bit more ammunition, because I'm not so sure if we can buy solid shot down in Booty Bay. We might be able to, but no idea. So let's pick up the Tiara quest. And we need to talent our character, re-specialize, that's the word, I can English. And let's first get the quest. Because we forgot it 5 times. So we already forgot it 5 times, so let's just take the quest. Let's ignore this player in the chat. You can't see it, but I can see it. I regularly ignore gold sellers and boost sellers, because I believe if you want to help out, but don't ask money for it. But that's just my personal opinion. I don't like boost sellers, but I am used to having unpopular opinions. No big deal for me. So, let's see. We are in Scarlet Monastery thing. Let's get into Cathedral as well. Let's see, they're looking for Cathedral, they're looking for Cathedral, they're looking for Armory.
What can I do for you?
Let's unlearn my talents. This costs us a solid gold. That is a little bit painful, but it is what it is. Let's upgrade the pet. Let's upgrade the armor. Let's upgrade the recovery. Let's upgrade the damage, the crit rate. Let's have focus. Let's have this. Let's have regeneration, so we have a little bit more sustain, and have the crit for our pet as well. Wonderful. Now we have fixed the mistake of pathfinding, and now we have regeneration available for us. Do I have to call this? Probably not, but let's recall the pet. We can recall the pet once we are in Stranglethorn. Let's see if we can snag a buff while we're here. Food-wise, we have 14 available, which is not great, honestly. It's not super great, but we are getting into level 40 food pretty soon. So that might be interesting. However, I've looked at level 40 food. It's quite expensive. It's quite expensive to get Clamlet Surprise going, so I don't have the recipe for it either. So, yeah. Did I just get a message? I did not get a message. No, I did. Ha! I did. I'm sorry, that was the wrong Discord. So, we have a barrel of milk over there. No, so let's see if we can snatch another one of the buffs. So we can do that later. Do we actually need any gear? I don't think we need any more gear. Let's see if we can snatch a recipe. Let's see if we can snatch a recipe. This is not high enough. This is also not high enough. Nope. This is not bad. But it's one of the base increases. I don't want to have a base increase. I'm looking for a level 40 recipe. We probably have to buy that in Tanaris or something like this. This is an agility recipe. We don't want to have that. That is one of the regular recipes. So we have heavy Kodo steak, which needs 2 soothing spices, 1 soothing spice and heavy Kodo meat. So heavy Kodo. Heavy Kodo. So we have heavy Kodo. So what else do we have here? We have monster omelette. So we have monster omelette. Monster omelette takes giant eggs. I believe giant eggs were extremely expensive. We have Nightfin Snapper, but that's for mana regeneration only. Well, it's not bad, but it's a little bit too expensive. That is for health regeneration. So, let's see. That is for nothing. That gives no buff. We got an invite for what? Hey, dungeon question mark? Which one it is? Oh, yeah, we got a armory run, so let's head on over to armory. Let's head on over to the armory, and we are getting ourselves on the bird. Where's the rest of the team? They're inside? They're inside already. Wonderful, we are getting our first armory run of the day. I believe armory is absolutely useless for this character. So let's have a look at it. Let's have a look at it. It is the armory. It only has Herald. And that has basically absolutely nothing for us. If this was agility and agility, this would be nice. But It's just a bad male. Now, if we were to play the Enhancer Shaman, this would be absolutely riveting. But we're not. We can't even take the Ravager, so we're doing this purely for experience at this point. But as you guys know, since we have a little bit of downtime, you usually know what that means. We have a little bit of downtime, so let's Seribot. There is not much to say about... let's do a little bit of Seribot. No, let's do Melvor time! Let's do Melvor time. Currently, we are in the process of mining, but we cannot mine currently because we are regenerating this node over there. We already have 50,000 palladium augite. Let's take a look at it. We're reaching 110 in 51 minutes, but that is another gem node. So we can't really rely on the gem nodes. We have to take augite, I believe, to 112, because 112 will yield us meteorite, and we need meteorite. Meteorite is interesting because meteorite gets unlocked by astrology, and we have finished astrology. So whatever meteorite we're getting is probably whatever meteorite we're gonna have, which is not a big deal. This will give us experience, but limited experience. Augite will give us unlimited experience. If we look at augite specifically, we are waiting for a day and 17 hours. So around 2 days midday, we would be finishing up mining. So that would be the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th skill. We're gonna push to 120. After that, we're gonna push smithing up, and probably crafting and fletching, because crafting and fletching both are good for us. Actually, crafting not so much. However, crafting gets us the bags pouches, which are really highly interesting because they might be useful later on. There's only one additional pouch until the high end, but the high end seems to have quite a few cool pouches available. What I want to do is I want to get into here and go signet. Let's see, we have a upgraded signet ring and we have only signet halves. So we are waiting for another signet half. Do we have a gold ring equipped? We do have a gold ring equipped. Okay, so let's see what is World of Warcraft doing. We're still flying. We're still 4 people. So let's just hope we get ourselves another person pretty soon. Let's see. That is a Slayer crossbow. We're still missing a dragon crossbow. Easy. We can do that. We have quite a few of these, I think. No, we have no nature's half tops anymore. We can do a few loots, but let's get the palladium bar over here, iridium over there as well. Let's sort this. We have corundum boots. We don't need to look at those. Sort a little bit of the inventory over there. Everything else is basically just keep it around. We have an ore box, so let's open up the ore box. It's just basic ores and basic metals. Yep, it's basic ores and basic metals. We need to upgrade specifically our township soon, because if we look at a township, let's get the remaining tasks killed. Let's go. Because I need to reach 80 Melvor realm tasks, and as you can see, I have almost finished quite a few of them, so I can do quite a few of them. This is a very easy one, so I can finish up that one pretty easy. I can finish that one pretty easy. I can finish that one pretty easy. The Kraken will be really easy to do, so I can finish 3 of those. We have no normal task anymore. Let's look into here. Black D'hide Vambraces is probably really easy as well. This is really easy as well. This requires a little bit of farming. This is really easy as well. Slayer's crossbow should be easy, because that would yield most likely this. The Slayer's crossbow is most likely this thing, is that correct? Slayer's crossbow, there we see it. So Slayer's crossbow is also really easy to handle. I believe fletching was the crossbows, yes. Fletching was the crossbows, so getting fletching up is one of our biggest next tasks. I still need to do some construction when it comes to this, I think. Let's look at it. Is this for fletching as well? No, this is only range, but range needs to be skilled first. The workbench, however, is for construction, crafting and fletching. So fletching has been maxed out already, which is quite nice. There it is, fletching as well. So fletching has been maxed out. We're still flying. We are still looking for the last member, but that does not mean we cannot already go to monastery. So yeah, we will go into fletching pretty soon, so we can finish up most of these quests here right there. This is a little farming quest, but it should be really easy. Our gear is really good at this point. The spirit rune most likely is super easy to do as well. Rune javelin, it's very easy to do. No idea where to get confetti crossbow. The wiki would tell us. That's the first yawn of the day. Terran and Ragnar, we have already killed some of them, so we should just keep killing them. It's no big deal. This is a little bit of a difficult one, so I don't yet know how to get these 3 rings. I pretty much can easily kill Pegasus and Griffins, so that we can do as well. Jadestone, I don't know where to get yet. Fire Expert robes we'll get way later. Arena, don't know. And everything else is a don't know. This is a pretty easy task, I think. We have so much material at this point that material is no longer an issue. Very elite ones. Let's see. We have only 1 necromancer item. We are lacking a few of these rings and a few of these rings. Max skill cape, of course, we cannot do that yet. That requires everything in 99. Some amulets, we are lacking 1/2 of the ring. I missed a few of these rings, so that's a little painful. This should be difficult to get, I think. Everything else, however, seems to be quite attainable, and I think we're gonna reach the 80 town tasks quite soon. Are we soon there? We are soon there. So let's head on over to mining top again on Melvor. Just keep an eye on it until we level up. And let's see, we are still in need for a healer. So let's see if today it turns out to be a waiting day, or if today is going to be a Scarlet Monastery day. For now, it looks like that I'm yawning, and that would be correct. So let's figure out if we are having a waiting day today. Let's go. Did we already speak with the Archon Dawn? We already did. We already did a few quests for these guys. So let's see if we can survive the onslaught without actually dying. And there it is. There is our spirit bond. And we are now regenerating 2% each 10 seconds. That should help with sustain immensely. Most fights will go longer than 20 seconds. So that is a 4% heal for free for nothing. So this will help immensely with sustain. Will also help with sustain in raids, because most people, and groups for that matter, most people will not heal the pet. So that's a big issue. So let's see, we have someone else trying to be, well, stupid as we are. So, I have to go with this guy. However, there is a metal, and this guy is gonna steal the metal. Can we take a hit from the metal, that is? We should be. Awesome, we should be. Oh, being used, sad. Sadness. Sadness has overcome me. But thank you very much for going off the mining thing. You're a good dude in my book, so take care, man. Alrighty, let's continue the endeavor. Alrighty. Last time we died. Will we die again this time? I will think so. So let's be curious. Let's be curious. We're 2 people, so that might be helpful. We have another mithril deposit over there. So let's see if we can both hit it at least once. That would be quite fun. He has turned to tank already. Let's see if he switches. Thank you very much. Let's do the old switcheroo. He's a good dude. I agree. He's a good dude. Okay, Talis took the first hit. We are running. Let's see. Is he pulling that one? He's pulling that one. That's great. So that means we should be safe. You're a oh, you're a warrior. Let's see. Can we save you? We can save him. Alrighty, we can save him. Let's keep running. They're currently debating about heal, and we currently do not have a healer really. We have someone with a semi-decent heal gear. Let's see. Did we rescue our Pala? Our warrior? I think so. I think we did, which is nice. We're currently not looking too healthy for a heal, as it seems. Not looking too well. We have someone with armory. So let's see. We could ask them for a tank. Oh, we have a heal as it seems. Well, okay, we have a heal as it seems. Nice, well done. We have a heal as it seems. Is everybody here already? Looks like it. Almost there. Alrighty, we can have a armory run today. Pretty good. Now, experience. Experience is a little bit of a problem because it does not give us a lot of experience. So we have to, well, maybe run a few more times if we want to steal a little bit more experience. Let's see. Alrighty, I got a message. I'll do it later, currently on stream, my friend. So whatever you ask me to do, I will do it later. So tell me the boss and I'll get to it. Sending you a preview later. Alrighty. So dealing about a few things, positions and stuff. So I am helping out a few friends with managing some stuff. So Scarlet Monastery. We are there. All the team is there. Are they already inside? They seem to be already inside. Are they already killing stuff? Let's see. Let's do the forbidden thing and let's get recount out. And I muted the stream. Let's get recount out. Let's do this. Open up the thing. Open up the thing. There is the warrior. So the warrior survived. Very cool. Let's get in. Let's see if they're fighting. Hey, they are fighting. Just a tad bit. They have already cleared. So we have lost a little bit of experience already. Let's see if we can manage up some DPS over there. I sound super weird. Really? Have a preview. I sound super weird, you're saying? Hello, 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 test, test. Hello, 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 test, test. No, I'm sounding absolutely fine. So, sound problems on your end, my dear Fox. Sound problems on your end. Yes, because the echo, I echoed myself because I tested my stream really quickly. But now there's no echo, as you can hear. Who's pulling? Are we pulling? What are we doing? What are we doing? Hello? Thank you. Alrighty, I am doing massive amounts of damage. I'm doing absolute massive amounts of damage. So that's gonna be interesting. I still have the dragon buff, that being said, I still have the dragon buff. But I'm doing massive amounts of damage. So it's gonna be interesting. Let's have a dash pad off so we have a little bit more mana, a little bit more power available for the pet. But I'm doing an absolute nasty amount of damage. Alright. Yep, I'm doing an immense amount of damage. And Saribot does work again. Thank you very much, Saribot. Good bot. Yup, nasty amounts of damage is back on Irune. Whoever said that Hunter does mediocre damage, well, there we go. Mediocre damage is not what I do. Look at this power. Okay, we have body pulled, so let's have a little look-sees on this. We have a skull, so let's focus up on that skull. Let's do this. Get back on the skull. A disarm does not concern a hunter. Nice slow, let's attack. Ooh, look at this damage, guys. I am doing quite well. I'm doing quite well. Woohoo! I'm doing quite well. And Fox, whenever you feel like, you call me up and then we will manage up your user interface as well. I'm blasting you! Let's have another little shot over there. Look at the damage, guys. I am destroying them. You be there in a jiffy. Alrighty, I am doing massive amounts of damage. And I have old gear, mind you guys. I have pretty old gear. My gear is 12 to 10 levels old. So I am definitely a little bit under geared. So in about one level we're gonna have a field day with damage. We're gonna get a huge upgrade. However, we can't immediately wear what I want to wear because I still need to get a little bit of that stuff enchanted on Avia. Even though Avia will be replaced pretty soon by another enchanter, I might as well still just a little bit of material to get a few more enchants going on my gear. So free stats is free stats, right? So let's stun this guy. Or this guy, let's see. Can we get a stun out? No, we cannot. Woo, 170, 180, 190. I mean, I am double buffed, don't get me wrong. I am double buffed. But I'm doing a lot of damage. I'm doing... Oh, that's a big pull. That's a big pull. That means we are getting the taunt from the pet back online. Let's see, the healer is doing well. Alright, do the enemy have heal? Let's see. Currently doing quite well. Let's get this guy next to it. Let's spend a little bit of mana. Let's spend a little bit of mana. We have a primary target over there. It's a primary target attack. Have a pet stun. Have a pet stun, pet stun. Very nice. We are missing mana. Take a little mana potion. Have a little shot over there. Ooh, we're doing quite well, people. We're doing tons and tons of damage. Woohoo! Nice. We're doing so much DPS. We're doing so much DPS. It's pretty good. And that's the power of a properly played hunter. I'm not saying that I'm a proper hunter, but I think I'm a pretty decent one at this point. First time playing hunter, really. It's the highest I've ever leveled hunter, which is a lie. The turtle hunter was level 40 as well. And I'm not level 40 yet. But I think I understand this class quite well. And full pet control, of course, over the mouse. So full pet control, this is attack, this is pulling back. So full pet control is a thing that I do. You might have noticed it's a fully passive pet. That is because I think a pet should be controlled manually all the time, because it makes the most sense, really. I haven't crit much, which is a little bit disappointing. I want to crit more. Let's stun this guy. Stun successful. Let's take a growl off for more DPS. There we go. Alrighty, I'm getting mana regeneration now. That's nice of you, my dear Palos. Okay, that means a new target has been acquired. Let's have a slow, because this guy wants to run away. Oh, he's enraged, so he's not running away, I see. Doing quite well. Lovely. Hey, nice. 250 crit. Pet crit as well, 130. I would be up for more runs, because I just need experience. We shouldn't have buffed ourselves, but it is what it is. I've learned from Final Fantasy that not saving up cooldowns is better, so I don't save up cooldowns. Oh, that was a body pull. I am sorry for that one. Sorry. I am sorry, I didn't want to pull that one. I did not want to pull that one. I'm sorry. And there is our call. Hello there, my dear ferret woman.
Hello, hello, hello.
How's the fox doing?
I'm doing fine.
Fine. Alright, that's a big ass pull. That's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be a big ass pull. That means the pet is back on growl duty. The pet is back on growl duty. So let's see. That's a huge ass pull. Let's get to these guys over there. What's this? That's our priest. Okay, that's our priest. Talis is doing fine. Regeneration is putting in the work. We have reskilled the character after all. Let's take care of the mage, because the mage is the biggest issue. Wonderful, mage down. Okay, we are in
I made
melee
some
rich.
money.
You made some money. How much money did you make?
Don't expect me to look before I collect, do you?
Okay. I guess not. You had
I
roughly
didn't-
10, 11 yesterday.
Something like that.
Now you have 9, so you lost money over the night. So, no, I think you had 8.
Nah.
You had something like 8. Okay.
Is there a way to sort of find out how much you made?
Yes, with add-ons, that is.
Okay, never mind.
With add-ons, that
I make
is.
money, that's all that counts.
Sure. Alrighty.
What am I doing?
You are basically out of quests now. You still have a green quest in the wetlands. Look at it. You have to go to Theramore, but that's just a delivery quest. But you can do that and head on back, so you need to take the ship.
Theramore is by ship.
Yes. So you have reached a point where you cannot do anything anymore in wetlands. So that means you either return to Darkshire, or you go explore Ashenvale in the Night Elf town. So that is the choice you have right now. Exploring Ashenvale or going back to Darkshire. The tank's not doing too well. So I kind of want to have my pet back on growl duty. I'm doing so much damage, they can't even hold the aggro. I wonder how big of a deal the next level is. Experience-wise, not looking too great. We got maybe a 7th of a level, so... So we didn't reset? What? Okay, the boss door is open. The boss door should not be open. Okay. Interesting. But all the mobs are back. Yes, I agree. Why are all the mobs back? Guys, please. Oh, the boss... It's their second run already, and the boss didn't respawn. Their reset didn't work. Interesting.
Hopefully not like yesterday.
No, that's actually a different issue. Yesterday the server just pooped. But yeah, that means for me that we might do another run, which is good because I'm here for experience anyways. Didn't buy any ammo. That's fine. So yeah, for your Theramore run, it's simply going to Theramore, turning the quest in and then coming back. And then again, you have to go either to Ashenvale to explore an entirely new area, or you could go to Darkshire, which you've been before.
Yep, and everything was too high level for me the
Correct,
first
but
time.
now you have visited Wetlands, which is the same level range. You've leveled up a bit. Now you have more stuff available in Darkshire. So in World of Warcraft Classic, one area is rarely enough to level up fully. So you probably need 2 to 2.5 areas to do it. However, you can also look into getting the Stockades quests run.
The head of Basil Thread.
Yes, there's a few other quests. You will find a quest in Darkshire and in Lakeshire. And in Stormwind as well. So... All right, our dear leader seems to be a beginner, just like you folks. He doesn't know how to reset an instance.
Oh dear.
Okay, he clicked it, so let's return back in. Now everything should be respawned. It is not. Didn't work. He did not reset. We're out. We're out. You can do it now, my dude. Now we had 2 people run in back in. Let's see. Hey, now the reset is done. Awesome. Good. Got free experience out of that run. Sure.
Okay.
I'll take it. It's free experience. It's free real estate. It's free real estate. Alrighty. So that means doing more pew. And I'm gonna get my pet back on growl duty. I'm gaining aggro way too many times.
Astronar. Where is Astronar?
Astronar is Ashenvale, which is the second option for you.
Okay, well she's sending me to Ashenvale, so...
If you want to go to Ashenvale, best is you take the Griffin Master and you fly to Ratchet and you move up from there. Because the rest is really dangerous. So you best just take the Griffin Master to Ratchet.
Let's have a look.
So much DPS.
You dude. Great to meet ya.
Great to meet you. You could also fly completely to Oberdeen and walk south. Depends on what you want to do. The Oberdeen is surely a little bit more safe, but it will take longer because you first fly up and then run down. So it takes a little bit more time, but you're taking the safe route. Okay.
Now let's go to Ratchet.
Oh, you're going to Ratchet? So that means you're going through the Horde area called the Barrens, and you just go a little bit northwest. Don't follow the street too much, because then you run into Crossroads, which is a city of the Horde.
Okie dokie.
You could also run along the river up to the north, honestly. There should not be that much danger. Oh, that's a big pull once again, guys. Interesting choice. Interesting choice, guys. I probably need a bit of mana, so let's chuck one of the mana potions. Talis went into medium damage at exactly the right time. There is a heal coming from the enemies. We're fine though. Doing quite well. There is another enemy. Triple shot worked. And that should be it. Well done. Good job, team. Good job. Now you just ideally the German wanted to come out. Ideally you just walk up north and just stay somewhat along the river. You don't have to. Ultimately, you have to go to the center north. Ultimately. How you get there, just don't follow the road too much. Again, you're in a horde area.
Okay.
Just walk left a little bit along the road and then just abandon the road. Just so you get up the mountain. Left. So the western side. Just until you are up the cliff and then you're gonna abandon the road. Alrighty, pretty good. Do we have a pull? We have a pull. Let's get to the protector. Just a little bit further to the left. Again, you can still walk, and then you until you finish up the cliffs. And then you're gonna abandon the road. That's right. And now you're just gonna walk north-northwest. So north-northwest.
North. Okay.
So just north-northwest. Just, it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a solid 15 minutes to get there. 10 to 15 minutes. Get your cheetah on, of course. Because you're moving. And now just run.
Moving. It's a unicorn.
Not exactly. It's Savannah. Another pull. We're gonna pull on pull. That's fine by me, but I would like some mana. I would like some mana.
I'd help you, but that looks mean.
Mana. Bam. Alrighty.
Pretty here, though.
I like the Barons. On the Horde side, the Barons is very famous for a lot of shit talk in the chat. So you can't obviously hear it because it's Alliance, but it's famous for a lot of Crossroads chat.
Okay. You.
So if I finish up a armory, I am only getting about 1/5 of experience, which is nothing. Which is absolutely nothing.
Lumpediti.
Yep, that's a Horde character, an undead to be exact.
Where is it that I have to go?
Northwest. You see the narrow pathway between the two mountains? That's your entrance. And on that entrance, you hold to the right side, not the left side. If you go towards the left side, you're gonna get smashed. And we have another big pull coming in.
Between the mountains.
Yes. Look at the map again. You see this center alcove in the middle?
Yeah.
No, to the left. And right at the top of the screen. Right at the top of the map. Left to your mouse. There you are. See this center? Where the two mountains do not meet? This is your entrance. Just go there, you will see it. Go northwest.
Oh.
And hang to the right side of northwest. Don't get too close to these towers because they might have guards on it, and the guards do not like Alliance, so...
Okay.
Now I've lost my Zandalar, no, I'm no longer OP, but I still do a lot of DPS, which is nice. Now go just straight.
Moving. Moving.
Guys,
Moving. Moving. Moving.
There we go. Now you see Ashen Whale is coming up. You see the trees are changing.
Yep.
Now you're gonna haggle to the right side of those mountains, of those trees. Because on the left side is the Horde entrance and they're gonna slap you. They're gonna slap you good.
Oops.
Getting closer. Unfortunately, guys, we cannot control currently the frame rate of the Fox. That's why it's so choppy. We have a way to deal with it, but it's not set up yet, or rather, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not tested yet.
Yeah, I need to do that.
Yeah, I'll do an appropriate one for this as well. I already have 2 accounts, but you guys must not know about the other account, or should not know rather. So I will do a streaming gaming account for Discord to test this with. Now go to the right side. You're haggling to the left side. So go to the right side of this mountain, please. And not to the left side.
Yeah, I was avoiding the tower.
That's fine. But if you go a little bit closer and you look to the left side, you will see there is a Horde camp to the left once you reach Ashen Vale, that is. You see the flags? So this is where you would be slapped pretty hard.
I'm gonna be sneak through the trees.
Sneaky hobbit. Yeah, right. You need to hold to the left side, to the right side this way, so you don't get slapped. Because now on the left side you will see another camp of these guys, and you will not survive that. That's fine. That's the entrance of you. That's the Alliance entrance that we broke down in the story.
Okay.
And once you walk north for, let's say, 200 meters, you can switch off to a road. So you can slowly switch off to a road now on the left side. On the left side there is a road.
What?
You can slowly switch to there.
I got slapped.
That's fine, that's just an enemy. That's a regular enemy, you know what to do with this. Kill it.
Kill it.
But now you can haggle back to the road and you're pretty safe now.
Decided to leave me alone.
That's fine too.
You are in combat. No, I'm not.
You are. Now you're not.
Okay.
Mana is looking decent, but nice. Now I have to admit, I like Ashen Whale a lot. I have rarely quested there, which is a big issue, which I want to remedy with the either Druid or Rogue that we're gonna do. Or that I want to do, rather. I've never really leveled Ashen Whale. And I intend to fix that. Now you have to go towards the left. To the right would be the Horde. You have these... No, take the street. Take the street. Take the street to the left. There is a intersection coming up.
Yep.
You can also use the the waypoint over there. They have signs. If you mouse over, you can read what they say. Oh, my pet leveled. Yep, pet leveled.
Pet level
nice.
up.
Pet level up! My group reminded me of that, which is funny.
Nice group.
Now we are coming up to Herod, the end boss of this dungeon, which means the group might break apart, might not break apart. Who knows? However, I still have a lot of shot, so I intend to stay here for probably the entire stream. Well, it's not like an Atma farm, which has a bad drop rate, because I don't need anything. So... everybody's touching the door, and I'm not the first. So, my dear Harold, they're attacking.
Waiting for a real challenge.
So let's head on in and poopity poop. And shootity shoot.
Fades of light.
Yeah, you guys run away. Tallis is not immune against this, but Tallis does not care. Maybe Tallis does care. I don't know.
Light, give me strength.
He's getting healed, so no worries.
Fades of light.
Yeah. Might pull Tallis back for that one. He's immune anyway. Oh! He's only immune against... magical? Okay, interesting. And he did. And shoulder did not drop. Ha! Ooh, that's a lot of enemies. I forgot about that. I totally forgot about that. Alrighty. Let's look at the damage for this dungeon and let's see who did what. Hey, I did 34%. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Man, they are definitely a auto attack class.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful wizard of Oz.
Alrighty. Lovely stuff. The tank, of course, does not do a lot because he's a tank. That's fine. But there is a huge discrepancy between these two guys. Shouldn't be, but there is. Okay, our tank is unfortunately leaving. That's sucky sucky, $5. Alright, so we're missing the tank. Should not be a big deal to replace the tank, honestly.
At least did you say thank you?
No. No, not really. They're rolling for a chest, but who cares about the chest? We're done. So let's wait up for the next run. So we have a second player leave the party. We have gained a quarter level. Not that great, honestly. Not that great. We have lost most players, so that's bad. Is there a group available for us? Let's see. They want to go armory, so let's leave this party. Ask them hunter armory. Let's ask them hunter armory. There is our invite. Are we already there? Nope, they're not here yet. So I have to wait. I'm gonna say, hey, I'm gonna switch the camera over to our dear fox and I'm gonna be right back.
Oh no. Okay, let's accept some quests. The Zormstrand. Let's have a look at Questy. Questy. All the way up there. Oh my god. All the way up there. Let's go and visit the Gryffindor. Go. Stop. Okay. So, same to you. I go and do some questies. Questies is my fault. Yes, my dog is bed. Questy. Oops. Ooh, all up there. Oh my god, let's go and accept some more quests. And remember, my dear friends, don't forget to take the Mickey out of his haircut. Yeah, same to you. Some questies. Yo. Hello.
Alright there, party people. Fox is still accepting quests. So you've decided to check out Ashen Vale?
Yes.
Alright.
Seeing as I'm here.
Not a bad idea.
Good.
Not a bad idea to do that.
What's the other quest? Is it upstairs?
My team is still not here. No, my team is still traveling, so we can look at the fox just a little while longer. While I manage some inventory stuff.
Oh. Hi.
So yeah, guys, for the next few streams, we might have not the setup figured out. I think we have a good idea. Just to give an explanation on this episode, what's happening on the Fox side. The Fox's internet connection is unfortunately not the best. So, once we download and use the app of Discord uses a different codec, so the Fox unfortunately doesn't sound as good as she does now, because you're now using the browser version. Not right?
Yes.
But the browser version has a detriment. It does not let us control the video quality of the stream we're outputting of the video game. So here's the idea that we are trying to figure out. Well, we know we can control the video output on the app, but the voice sounds better on the browser. So we're gonna do one account on the browser that is just voice and the Fox and I talking. And the second account will talk to my second account, and we will do that over the app, and we'll just join a separate call, that is, So we have a voice on the browser side and game on the app side. We're combining that on my side, and that should give us theoretically control over the stream quality once again, while keeping the good audio quality. It's a little hacky, it's a little janky.
Basically, my friends, he had to make a choice whether to see my really bad connection and hear my beautiful voice, or see a beautiful stream and not hear my voice. He chose my voice.
Correct. I chose the voice because you can have crappy visuals, but crappy audio is usually not really acceptable. Audio is so much more important.
Tell the truth, you just wanted to hear my puns.
Well, you have given me one so far, so...
Yeah, I'm lacking.
Yeah, you're lacking, absolutely. But yeah, this is what we're gonna do. I don't know if we can set this up this week. This week's kind of busy because I'm not here on Friday. I've mentioned it before, but this Friday will not be a stream, nor will this Monday be, because I have a visitor over the long weekend, and he's probably gonna arrive Friday early. So that's all that. And well, Monday is extended weekend, so he's staying over the extended weekend. I'll take my friends' chances when I get them, so...
You're abandoning me.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Sometimes the bro code unfortunately takes precedence. And well, the bro code is the bro code.
Sure.
And to be fair, this was planned 4 weeks ahead, so I have not stole that weekend from underneath you. Like last time.
Okay.
Like last time.
Yes, last time you really left me on my own.
Yes.
You were cruel last time.
I didn't leave you on your own. I was just adhering to the bro code. And
oh my god, I'm gonna die.
Why?
I don't know what you stupid woman. I don't know.
Press space, go on land. There's land all around you. And you have cheetah, that's why you can't get away.
Ah, shit.
You have cheetah, that's why you can't get away. Just attack the Murloc, he's green. Don't pull a second one. You pull the second one. Shoot! Shoot, woman! Shoot the enemy! Don't! Attack the next one! He's a muck dweller. He's a spear thrower, most likely. And we are losing our damage dealer, Piske, because he has reached too many instances. Someone reset it one too many times. I kind of know how that feels. So, yeah. So my team is still traveling, so we're still looking at the Fox's stream. But yeah, we're gonna try to figure this out coming next week if we cannot do it this week. And if the technique works, well, there's an information for you. You can cheat Discord by having 2 accounts. If it works, that is.
If it works.
I think it will work. Very, very sure it will work.
Why is it always Murlocs? Wow, wow, wow. So what do I have to do?
Now look at it. There is a glowing gem. So, glowing gem, you might want to read the quest. Only the last paragraph is important. Glowing gem, that's the third quest. Look, the third quest. Now only the last paragraph.
Find the gem.
Perhaps the Murlocs have it. So if you mouse over the Murloc, they say glowing gem, so it's a kill quest.
Damn it.
And kill them.
Well, at least they're only level 20.
Yes. But again, this is very common in Classic. You will not level up entirely over one area. You probably need 2, if not 2.5. If you don't do a lot of dungeons.
Oh, wow, 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 wow. Hey, don't slap me.
But this is quite normal.
Doggo. Doggo. Can I, please? Doggo.
You can always use your disengage on 0.
Yes.
So you remove
0.
aggro. But step back just a tad bit. And now shoot. Very good. You missed. I saw that miss.
No, you didn't.
I totally chat comments. Did we see that miss? Comment down below. Did we see that miss? Yes, we did. Hey, we have Moonpay, a doodoo. And he's a casting doodoo. He's, as it looks, a Moonkin. A Moonkin player. Interesting leveling choice. Alrighty. The wait time is almost over. We have the rogue traveling towards us. However, the rogue does not have a mount because he's level 39.
Oh, sad.
Oh, that is the benefit of being a hunter. You can walk faster anyways. Is there anything on any other Scarlet dungeon? I know Cathedral has absolutely nothing for us. I know Cathedral has absolutely nothing. The gloves, not bad, but I don't like attack power as a hunter. I prefer a agility-based hunter. Now, Cathedral has absolutely nothing. Library has absolutely nothing. And how about Graveyard? Graveyard has absolutely nothing. Yep, Graveyard has absolutely nothing. So again, the hunter really took the L. L for love! Really took the L. You know the reference, we can be friends. So yeah, being a hunter in dungeons sucks as, because doesn't get any loot. Let's head into the dungeon while we wait for our dear rogue to arrive. Do some inventory management. Not a big thing that we can do. We have no more mana potions left, which is a little bit sucky. $5. Did you find the gem? Not yet?
Not yet.
Not yet. Well, loot luck strikes again, I guess.
I'll only kill 2 so far.
Oh well.
Or 3.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Our rogue is arriving, so that means we're abandoning the camera of the fox, and we are waiting for our rogue to arrive. Your inventory is a little bit messy as well, so you should probably visit the bank pretty soon, and the vendor, that is. Because hunting murlocs fills up your inventory like crazy.
And you shoot. Thank you.
Alrighty, guys are coming in. We soon are full. And then we can DPS. There is our Moonkin. However, is that truly a Moonkin? Or is he... No, he's not a Moonkin. Didn't expect that. Leveling as a Moonkin, not the greatest. It does have the insane hammer though, so this dude might do a lot of damage. And there's the fat bear. There's the fat ass bear. Let's put aggro off the pet. And let's have the fat ass bear do his job, hopefully.
Hey, I found the gem.
Yay!
Yay! And now what?
Now you have to read. Or just look at the map. So damage-wise, it looks like that I'm leading the board again, which I'm not too happy about. Alrighty. Oh, we have leader of the... Oh, what the hell? That's a lot of enemies. That's not cool, dude. That's a lot of enemies to shoot at. Let's play that. Let's keep on attacking. That's a lot of enemies, my dude. I'm out of mana. I have Serpent Sting too much. It would be nice if he would not pull that many things, because we don't have that much AoE. I don't have mana potions! No! We have 2 bears.
Well, you've never had good manners, have you?
No, I never had good manas. Oh, the hairline is also getting less and less visible by the day, which is funny. And it's only been a week.
Your hair grows like, I don't know.
Yup. Like bamboo shoots.
Yes,
Like a
pretty
meter
much.
a day.
I'm tempted to cut my hair short. It's so freaking hot already.
Oh, yeah. Depends on how short.
Well, not short.
Okay.
I don't want to look like a man.
I guess. These days you can
No.
never be so sure.
No, I like to have long hair, but I have too much hair, and it gets a bit too much in summer. So maybe sort of like
Okay.
ear length, like say,
Okay.
not shorter.
You're talking to someone who has worn long ass hair for almost 2 decades, so...
Yes, and I still haven't. Actually, did I see a photo of you?
You did.
I
Yes, you
can't
did.
remember. I did.
You didn't
Yes, I
see
did.
you didn't see the maximum length that I had, but
Yeah.
you saw close to maximum. Basically, maximum length I had was to the hips. And I had super healthy hair. Super
I would have
duper
loved
healthy
to have
hair.
seen that.
I've had hair as long as my hips, which should be, I don't know, from head to hips. I'm 170, so that should be what, a meter 20 of hair. So I've
Pretty impressive.
I had super long hair and super well cared for hair as well.
And now instead of growing down, it just grows up.
Yes. I mean, a theory. Maybe the weight of my hair pulled so strong on my hair roots that my hair roots became like Superman strong, and they're now pulling all of the hair up.
Could be.
Now we have a chest. I'm rolling a 6 on the chest.
Obviously.
Obviously. Yesterday I rolled a 2. That was worse. Not much, but it was worse. Oh, please don't pull them 2 back, dude. I still need to be a ranged mage. And by the way, there is an information for you. If the Burning Crusade happens, the dead zone for hunters gets much shorter.
What does that imply?
That is the gray zone that you call, which I call the fuck zone, where you can do absolutely
okay.
nothing.
Gets shorter.
Yes, it gets shorter, so you have more wiggle room.
Okay. Good luck, friend. Hey, what about the other one?
I would still suggest, once you've reached a semi-decent level, that you at least look at other classes and see how other classes play. And maybe you find something else you like. Focusing on one class is totally fine, but like having some experimentations, looking around other classes is also pretty cool, especially as a beginner, so you get a feel for something else.
Hello.
And I'm lacking mana, left and freaking right. Can I has spirit buff? Mana wreck. I would like a spirit buff. If the priest can provide that, of course, if he has skilled it. Because I am super hardcore out of mana. If this was a raid or a dungeon and you would have crybabies, they would cry, I'm please wait, I'm stop pulling, I'm Well, I don't have any mana, I'm still on the top of the leader chart, so that makes me sad. We have 2 bears. This is so funny. Oh, we have 2 bears. Never seen that one. Yes.
Thank you. Nice and kind of you.
Now, it's time you clear a little bit of your inventory. Because that inventory looks awful. That's your old bow. The old bow can definitely go. The old quiver can go as well. You have the medium one. Minor Beast Slayer is something you can send me. I can teach that to my new enchanter soon. Hey, there's a monkey sword. You can also look at the auction house if somebody wants it, but chances are it's a low level enchant. You're not getting a lot of money for it. Check the auction house first though.
Thank you, you too.
Don't pull them so close to me, please. I'm right next to the wall. I can't even move anymore. There's the rogue coming in with this whirlwind. Oh my god, guys, please. Oh, our tank is dead. That sucks. That's a little bit much cheese over there. Let's have a little target fire. Have a little target fire on this guy. Let's take care of this person right here. There we go. Talus is pretty much dead. Yep, Talus is very dead. But she tanked some damage, so we're good. Now let's get rid of the evoker. Our healer is dead. That sucks. And I think I'm gonna wipe too. Let's see if I'm wiping too. I need a potion and I need 2 seconds. Whoa!
Did you do it? Yes, you did.
I survived!
Oh
Yay! I survived with a percentage. How much health? Yup, like less than 10%.
Oh my god.
I survived! Barely, but I did it! Woo. But it took a potion to survive, so... You can definitely sell the beak in your main bag as well. And you have this gun that is most likely the old gun as well.
This one?
That's the old gun, so you can sell those as well. You can sell the mushrooms in your inventory most likely. Mushrooms.
Uh-huh.
First bag.
Yes, I know where it is. This one.
Yep. That's in engineering. Again, you can try to sell it in the auction house. If not, I can't take engineering, so it's most likely a sell. Leatherworking is for you, so you need to have that leatherworking thing.
Where'd it go? Did I sell it by mistake?
What?
Ah, no, this one.
Ah.
No, this one here.
Minor Beast Slayer.
Oh, I got a gold coin from somewhere.
Probably from all the trash you sold. Because trash in this game is worth a lot of money. So just by killing things, you usually get a good chunk of coin.
So I sell my gun.
Yes, you sell the gun because it's an old gun. You can see it's level 16.
Yep.
You are far and beyond level 16 at this point.
Should I sell this?
I don't think you will get money for it, so to me it would be a sell. You can try the auction house, but don't think so. Remember that this server is roughly a few years old at this point, so low-level recipes are not worth that much anymore. The Talus is again a tank, which is not surprising. We're pulling a little bit much, my dude. We don't have that much AoE. Let's slow this guy. Get a kill in. Come on, get a kill in. There we go. Get a kill in. Next is a caster. Caster dead. Myrmidon. There we go. Now your inventory looks much better.
Okay, we can continue. Where am I going?
Sentinel Buckler. Such an underrated piece of medieval equipment, a buckler. So underrated. Okay. What you can do, which is usually a good thing, with your mouse, scan over all of the quests that you have over the map and see what is the lowest level. See what the lowest level is and do these first.
So 24, 21.
Because I reckon the Zora Strand on the northwest is pretty low. The northwestern one. Northwest. That's west. Where's north? There you go. Because that one is really low. So I would reckon going for the low level quests first, because remember you can out level quests and then they don't give experience anymore. So you definitely wanna prevent that.
So I have to follow the yellow brick road, or rather follow the grey brick road.
Yes, and you need to follow something else, and you need to follow up food for your pet.
Yep. I do have the note written down in front of me.
He's taking notes, guys. We did it. But you can also use auto walk. In your case, that would be on R, if I recall correctly. So that means
Yes, and that is what I'm doing now.
Okay, very good. Get used to auto walking. It's a good helper.
Oh yes, definitely.
Good helper. I have it on the middle mouse button, so if I press my middle mouse button or the mouse wheel, I auto walk as well. I have it on my mouse hand because I think it's really nice to just tap the mouse wheel to have the auto walk there.
Yep. Advice to fellow players: when you're hydrating, you're drinking, do not walk off cliffs. Because that's what I have already done twice, and I was about to do again.
If you watch the ending of last episode, there has been a very good advice from the fox.
Keep dehydrated.
Stay dehydrated, guys. Stay dehydrated. Well, people actually do that from what I gather in boxing and other competitive sports competitions. They dehydrate themselves on purpose to hit a weight class, which is extremely unhealthy.
Oh, very much.
A trainer of these people with the name Ramsey Dewey on YouTube, you can find him. He's a good guy. Ramsey Dewey, he talks about that a lot, and he has done it himself, where he dehydrated himself before a boxing match, and that lowered his performance so much that he basically blacked out in a fight, I think he said. So dehydration is a thing, but super bad for you guys. Don't do it.
Yes.
But it is done in sports, unfortunately.
Yes. So if I say stay dehydrated, what I mean is if you stay dehydrated, it'll give you a good excuse for the Hana to tell you to hydrate.
And ideally, you hydrate with the Hana Special Brew, only available at Hanazaki TV/homebrew.
Well, I have my Fox homebrew right here.
Max Fox homebrew. No, seriously, guys, this is a good thing to get into. It's called cold brewing tea. I call it home brewing because you're doing it at home. And you basically find a tea that you like with a good water. It needs to be a good water. You found that out the hard way, that water plays a huge role in this. You have to have good water, good clean water, and find a tea that you like. 500 milliliters equals 1 bag, and put it overnight into the fridge. And you have your own cold tea without any bullcrap in it. Really nice. Really good.
I'm loving it. It's a lot lighter than the one that you've got, but I'm loving it. I'm drinking so much more.
Not only are you drinking more, you're also most likely getting more vitamins into you, and you're most likely getting less antioxidant or whatever the preservatives are inside of all the soft drinks out there. I know that you drink a lot of water, but water, to me personally, over a long period of time became quite boring. So I looked for a remedy to that boring water. Because I used to be a soft drinker. I used to drink grocery store iced tea all the time. You can see this on the channel. Well, you cannot see it anymore because I've privated all the old videos. But I used to drink iced tea. And I was sick and tired of it because, let's face it, the soft drinks, in reality, they're poison.
Yes.
So I didn't want to do that anymore. So I chose to drink water, but then water became pretty quickly boring to me, and then I found this, the home brewing. And this home brewing is basically, well, I have this canister right here that is 1.5 liters, a little bit more. I fill 3 bags inside of there, and well, overnight in the fridge, it brews, and you have a wonderful drink. You do 2 of these canisters, and you have a good drink for the whole day. Really nice. Now, few safety advices. Do it at your own risk. These things can go bad if you leave them out not cooled overnight. So please always take your drinks cold and overnight and no longer than 2 days. Then you should stay on a fine level. Everything else is not really recommended bacteria-wise. Because again, there's no preservatives in there. This is as clean as it gets.
The current tea that I'm using at the moment is hibiscus tea. With raspberry and red currant, I believe. And it's basically, that's all it's got in it. And it's brilliant. But even hibiscus tea you have to take in moderation. And you have to be careful about it. It's very good for women. Very, very good for women.
Okay.
But you also have to be very careful about having too much of it.
Okay.
It does have side effects. Just, you know.
Which are, as a man who is ignorant, what are the side effects?
For instance, if you happen to be with child or anything like that, you have to be very careful about taking herbal teas and stuff. But for people like me, it's full of antioxidants and really good stuff. So
there you go.
Drink it, but maybe not 4 liters of it. I missed.
But then again, here comes the power of home brewing or cold brewing in play. There are thousands and thousands and thousands upon tea varieties out there, and you can switch and mix and find whatever you like. General advice is, if a tea is red, so it's berry based, it pretty much will always work. If a tea is yellow based, that means it is a citrus based, it will work most of the time. And if a tea is green based, so herbal based, it will almost never work. That is what I personally found out.
I mean, I currently make do with what I can find here, but I found there's 3 different flavors and they are good.
But would you agree with the general rule of red pretty much always, yellow most of the time, green not at all?
I haven't tried a green one here yet, but yeah, I wouldn't go with the green.
The only green that I can...
Red is absolute favorite.
The only green that I can somewhat agree, but it's very strong, is mint. Mint is extremely powerful. You had one mint one at my place, and
but it was very light.
That was very light, but we went 1 part mint, 3 parts citrus.
Yeah.
So we went only a single bag of mint, because mint is so strong, it just overpowers everything. So be careful with mint. It's good, but it packs a punch. Also, speaking of packing a punch, I've looked at it this week. I need to check it out next week, but it looks like that the woodberry mix is probably out on the local Lidl. Which would be a shame. That's the strong red one.
Is that... yeah, that was the best one.
Yes, that was a strong red one. No, the best one is the roasted citrus. The one that I have currently. In my opinion.
Yes, or I did enjoy... was it the roasted citrus? Yes, that was absolutely amazing.
The roasted citrus, and that one right here is roasted citrus.
Yes, and the raspberry.
The raspberry is also really good. I stocked up back on raspberry. And usually I have a whole cupboard now dedicated to tea, which I didn't have before. But I now have a whole cupboard which has like 50-60 teas inside of it. And it looks looks pretty funny. But I stocked up on the raspberry lemon, and I now have like 8 packages at home.
Good. I'll ransack that when I come over.
Sure. Sure. That's a really good one. Roasted lemon is really nice. Really, really nice. Roasted peach is good as well. Roasted peach is really, really good as well.
But the peach is sweeter.
The peach is much sweeter, I agree. but it's a
The lemon
nice
is more
switch up.
satisfying.
It's a nice switch up.
Yes.
In Germany, we have in the shop Lidl called a Waldbeere mix, which is a woodberry mix. That one is extremely strong, like super duper duper strong, but very good. Very, very good tea. But I haven't found it the last 2 weeks because I want to stock up. And I hope it's still in circulation, because it would suck if that one would be gone. What I can definitely say will not work, and I have not found a single person who said, yeah, want to try that one. That is raspberry vanilla.
Oh gosh, no, vanilla, no.
Whoa, that was so bad. That was such a bad drink.
It would be like drinking cheesecake.
Yes. Yes, you're literally drinking custard or pudding or whatever you want to call it. Like, oh, it was so terrible. I usually do not throw away food or drink if it's still like drinkable. But that one was so bad. I couldn't. That was, no. That was that was a bad one.
Yeah, I don't like sickly sweet stuff like that.
Yeah, like sweet drinks have their place, but they have to be a fruity. A vanilla is technically a fruit, but you know what I mean, like a red fruit based.
But vanilla isn't a fruit; it's a flavoring.
Yeah, but technically it's a fruit. I think is the vanilla pod a fruit? Is vanilla a fruit? Yes, vanilla beans are a fruit. Okay.
It's considered a fruit?
It's considered a fruit, yes.
But I mean, if I wanted to drink custard, I would just eat custard.
Yeah, that was a bad drink. That was a bad drink.
Yeah.
And usually when you have a homebrew and you reach this sort of color, this is a good color for a yellow-based drink. This is a really, really good color. But again, be careful if you want to drink that stuff. If you leave it out overnight uncooled, it's probably no longer good. You have to cool it. I mean, you can see it. It is having some dew on it. So you have to keep this stuff cool. It's great in the summer, but you have to keep this stuff cool because you don't want to play around with it fermenting and bacteria and that stuff. So if you make one, drink it the next day. If you can't drink it, keep it in the fridge, but don't keep it longer than 2 to 3 days. They tend to become funky after that moment, and you should not drink that. Be careful with that stuff, guys.
What was that really weird flavor that we were going to try that we weren't sure about?
That was a herbal berry mix from the store, because I wanted to buy a cheap version of a berry mix, but it turned out to be an herbal berry mix. So and I've tried it and it was not really drinkable. Again, it's the green leaf problem. Green leaves just don't tend to work in cold brewing, really.
Because I remember we smelt it and we were like,
yeah,
I'm not so sure about that.
Yeah, like if it smells off, it's probably off.
It's like green tea. Green tea is supposed to be really, really good for you, but
yes,
it's so hard to drink.
I've also tried hot brewing my own iced teas by cold brewing black tea and then having fresh lemon added to it. The balance was just off. It was just off.
It's also too much black tea isn't good for you anyway.
That's true, but in classic iced tea fashion, there is black tea added to it. So I wanted to rebuild that. I technically just wanted to rebuild this by having a black tea base and adding some roasted lemon peel to it and squeezing out the lemon juice.
I see.
It sounds nice on paper, like you roast your own lemon zest and you squeeze out the lemon juice, but there's no balance to it. It just the sourness just overpowers it. And even if you add stevia to it, which is a sweetener that is not sugar, it just wasn't right. So that was the first experiment actually that I did for cold brewing, which technically failed, and I was like, that's not that great. So instead of cold brewing black tea, I just cold brew tea mixes, and that worked out great. It developed into this, and now I have found pretty much the best liquid intake I can make for like 2 years now. And I'm doing nothing but this.
Yeah, I mean, I find it really easy. I just make myself two liters in at night.
Yep.
So I know I have 2 liters for the next day.
Yep.
When it starts to get hot, I will probably do an extra liter.
Also, you can ice cube it, which is also pretty cool.
I don't like ice in drink.
I know, but like, keep it colder out, you know, make it stronger, it dilutes over time. So, I mean in the canister, not in your glass, of course.
Yeah. But I don't mind, I don't mind,
Okay.
like, not cold drinks.
But how long does it take for you to actually prepare the tea? Or the cold brew, that is?
For about 2 minutes, max.
There you go. It takes literally
Very good.
2 to 5 minutes, and it's super easy to do, guys.
Yep. Totally recommend it to everyone.
Yep. And not many people are doing it. It's kind of a new school thing. And I have to say, this is a really cool thing to get into. And then you get addicted to trying new teas, new different kinds of teas, and then you're suddenly you need a cupboard, and you have more tea and more tea and more tea. And well, that kind of happened to me.
I have a tea cupboard already. It's also like hot teas. It's not cold teas because you don't get much of a variety here yet. Oh, there's a dragon.
I do not like hot tea, because hot tea has this attribute, and I've researched this is actually a thing. If you brew tea above 60 degrees, you extract the bitter flavor out of the herbal tea. And to me, a hot brew tea is extremely bitter, and I don't like that. And the bitterness, if you cold brew it, just simply does not exist. It will not get bitter. In fact, look for tea that maybe has sweet root added into it, if it's not a berry based tea. Like with the lemons, it has sweet root added to it, which is part of the stevia plant, which makes it naturally very sweet. And there's absolutely no bitterness to it, which is the entire goal of this.
But then I'm a Brit. I like my hot tea with a drop of milk in it.
You're British. You're a crime anyways.
And yet here we are.
Well, my character just laughed, or well, the druid laughed, because our druid said arm, our warrior said arm, and I said leg. So no idea what they're going on about.
And now you all have to sing head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes.
So I have no idea what they're going on about, but I just said leg and, well, arm, leg.
Oh no. Am I already full?
No, but you can right-click these clams and get clam meat out of them, and if you're lucky, you get a pearl as well.
Okay. No pearl. Oh, I got fish.
Well, they're rare.
Where did I get the fish from?
Well, the Murlocs loot them because it's their primary diet, and they sometimes have fish on them.
I'm shooting these things here.
We have a nice protector that is full life here, so let's take down this guy.
Should be the last
Oh,
one.
we have a mage. That's cool. I didn't notice that. Hey, may I steal a bit of water from you?
Water.
I'm always writing water.
Water.
Because that would be nice if I had a little bit of water from that mage. If he
Scroll of agility.
would be so nice. Scroll of agility improves your agility or your pets for a little bit for a few minutes. So you should always use them. You can right click that one. So you're gonna learn that recipe. The mage is not giving me water. I think he's stunned by my question because he's not moving much. But yeah, the mage is not giving me water, which is mildly disappointing.
What a sucky mage.
If you're a mage in World of Warcraft, I'm sorry, but it is pretty common courtesy that you prepare water and food for the group and you just trade everyone water and food. For those applicable, of course. Because I think you should just do that. You should be a nice mage and not have people asking for it. Because if he's not reacting, I'm gonna do the sucky thing and I'm just gonna trade him and see if he gives me water. I don't want to be the aggressive hunter, but I'll do it.
You could say he's not keeping up a good image.
Well, he might be an Apple user. He's using the iMage.
Well, he would deserve to do things badly then,
Yep.
if he is an Apple user.
Oh, what a burn. But I agree. But
I'm
I
sorry
agree.
for any Apple users out there, but, you know.
Your product, like, if you use Apple to Apple, it's decent. But if you have to do any real work, just get a Windows, man. Hey, he's conjuring water, so he might actually trade me stuff. Only took him, like, a lot of time and no answer. We are halfway there, guys, which is super nice. Halfway level.
There is a boat.
Yeah, but it's more like a calf. Aurora boots.
You shoot at me.
I've gotten I've gotten 2 pieces of loot so far. None of them are good. Ha, that might actually sell. That might actually sell for a druid. He still hasn't traded me water, so...
Oh my god.
You actually trying to get on the boat?
Yep.
Oh my god.
My dog got on the boat.
Well, your dog is God, so... Oh, there's a lot of enemies! Oh, there's a lot of AoE. That's the only moment where the mage really shines.
Despite him not giving you water.
Yeah, like if you want to do AoE damage, if you want to do area of effect damage, the mage is what you want to play.
Ow. I got slapped.
By a Myrmidon, by a Naga. These guys are called Naga and originated in Warcraft 3, the Frozen Throne. Which is still to this day a pretty legendary cutscene with the Naga. No, I believe... No, they definitely appeared in the Frozen Throne for the first time. But I don't... No, it was the Warcraft 3 cutscene. With Illidan and... Yeah, with Illidan. And the Naga. And our dear mage is pretty much almost dead. Can he survive? Just about.
How dare you shoot at me? Okay, and why?
A little
No,
bit
you're
low for a
attacking
monkey.
the wrong one.
Always take care of the mages first. They're weaker but stronger as well, or more dangerous rather. Yeah, I'm not getting
ready,
water as
man.
it seems. That sucks.
Yep.
So I've gotten the Herod shoulder. Unfortunately cannot do anything with it. It is a warrior type. If I were a shaman, I'd be happy. But I'm not. So, sucks. We have blood sales orders. So where do we have to take these blood sale orders? Blood sale...
Level 2?
Oh, that's this quest, right? Is it the Buccaneer quest? Yeah, it's the Buccaneer quest, okay. So we're not reaching level up today, guys. This is most likely the last Scarlet run we're gonna do today. Because it's the time's flying today, as it seems.
Yes, it did go very fast.
Time's flying.
Chad.
So we're definitely gonna do this dungeon over here, and then we're gonna quit up the episode. Tomorrow is Wednesday, and I think tomorrow we're most likely gonna do a RimWorld episode, because we're lacking behind on YouTube on episodes. So we will do a RimWorld episode tomorrow of the Fat Hobbits, and see how far the Fat Hobbits can go.
Fun.
Fun.
I'm a big fan of the Hobbits.
Yeah, the RimWorld series has been a lot of fun so far. Has been quite unpredictable at times. Mr. Randy Random, thank you very much, my dude. But yeah, has been lots of fun so far. We still haven't made it off-world, but the Hobbits are feeling quite well. So Helm's Deep is almost done, which is nice. And we are preparing for takeoff pretty soon. The reactor will be built, not next episode, but in a couple of episodes we will start building the reactor. Oh, I'm getting traded.
So what
thanks.
happens?
He finally has
build the
traded me
reactor?
water. When you build the
that
reactor,
was about fun.
not much happens if you build the reactor. Once you start up the reactor is where the problem happens. If you start up the reactor, you have 15 days of startup. And in these 15 days, you're getting roughly 3 times attacked per day. So you have an absolute onslaught of fights coming your way once you start up the reactor. Now you can do 2 different versions of that. You can just build the reactor and not the ship, and just get the reactor online. Or you can build the entire ship and then get the reactor online. What's the difference? Well, if you only build the reactor, you have to endure the fight the same way, but you have to build the reactor after the ship afterwards. And depending on the outcome, not everybody might survive. So you might not take off even.
So, I mean, once you take off, once you've built the ship and you take off, would that mean the game sort of like ends?
That's the ending. That's the original ending. Getting off-world is the original ending. There have been a few changes to a few different modes. Like there's the Arconexus, for example. So the game has multiple endings available. But we are getting off the planet. That's our goal, because that's the original ending, and I have never finished RimWorld. So I want to finish RimWorld the original way. However, we are modded, because I think RimWorld unmodded is a incomplete game. I think it's an incomplete game. It's unfinished in my opinion, and it needs mods to be a full experience in my opinion. It's just like Stardew. Stardew is a good game without any mods. But with mods, it's from a good game to a great game or even excellent game. Valheim's the same thing. Valheim is a good game, but it's lacking something. And if you...
It's lacking Loxley.
You brought him up, not me. Poor Loxley. I would love to say, look at the Valheim episodes, so you know what Loxley is, but that was a private playthrough between the Fox and I. And do you want to tell the story of Loxley? Seeing as he was dear to you.
I'll try and keep it brief. Okay, so I fell in love with a creature called a Lox, and we decided to tame one. Unfortunately, I decided to tame one on the other side of the world to where our base was. So of course we had to get him home. So we spent a lot of time building a pier, building a boat, trying to get him on board the boat, trying to cross the whole ocean, trying to get him all the way home. And we got him as close as possible to home. And I was going to ride him for the rest of the way, which I did. And finally, when the base was in sight and we were just around the corner, I got distracted. We got distracted. And I ended up riding the Lox into the sea, where he drowned. And after that, we spent about 10 minutes looking for him because we didn't understand what had happened to him, because we couldn't find his gear. And that was because it was in my inventory and I hadn't realized.
And I was even enabling cheats, flying around looking for Loxley, because we were like, where I don't even see the loot. We don't know what happened to him. And then this fox says to me, I don't know what happened. While the saddle was in the inventory, the meat, the skin was in the inventory, and she was like behind her back. I don't know what happened. For half an hour, I was searching for that thing.
Guys, I literally cried. Literally. After all the whole afternoon of trying to get this thing home.
Not only took it all afternoon to get this thing home, it was actively damaging the boat while we were riding it. So we had to slow down and repair all the time.
I've been waiting for a real challenge.
It was...
So, guys, if you want to train a Lox, train it as close to home as possible.
Fades of light.
Don't get distracted. And take good care of your Lox.
That was an afternoon, I tell you guys. Absolute chaos. And Valheim was your first real game, basically.
Yeah.
Fades of light.
So, but we finished Valheim. We definitely did it. We finished Valheim.
Is that all?
And I lost Talus. But we definitely finished up Valheim. We made it. Yes, we modded the game, so it was a little bit easier than it should have been. I agree. But hey, the Fox is an absolute beginner after all. Like, WASD and mouse aim, he's not good at it. So it was a huge achievement for the Fox, and I'm super proud of her.
Fades of light.
Despite locks.
Well, let's put it this way, dear YouTube viewers. This joke's gonna haunt her pretty much all her life now.
Yep.
So, but it was fun.
When we are very old and toothless, we'll be going, do you remember the lock?
What you did to Loxley was so embarrassing.
Yeah, that was fun. Alrighty, we did it. Dungeon done.
Dungeon
done. We have the little ads coming our way. Let's get into the rain for the mage.
How am I supposed to get over there?
And now, over there, that's on Red Ridge. That's a different area. If you mouse over, you can see Stone Talon Mountain over the area. The mouse over the area, you can see Stone Talon Mountains. That's actually a different area.
Alright.
So I'm saying thanks for having me, and I'm gonna teleport out. Talus unfortunately died. We have reached half level, so we have stolen half a level of experience. That means on Thursday we're probably gonna have a level up if I don't find any time to invest on my own. Let's clear the inventory, let's do some management, and then we're gonna finish up the episode. And you should not look at that, you should look at the Fox, because there might be more exciting stuff than inventory management happening.
Wow. It's just me wandering around at the moment.
Okay, so we can look at my shop.
Quests to turn in.
Quests to turn in. But you've been playing on your own now for a little while. Do you feel a little bit more confident now in the game?
A little bit.
A little bit.
I mean, this is a really wonderful area.
It does look good.
I struggled more yesterday.
Yes.
Yesterday was worse.
Well, wetlands, well, you chose to do the fell quest, so that was a terrible idea.
Yeah. And I did it.
Yes, you did it, but you probably could have done 3 quests in the same time. So this belt is worth absolutely nothing. This shield should be worth absolutely nothing, but it might be worth something. Interesting. Let's get it in for, I don't know, 60 nice, 60 nice. Get it in for 60 nice, 60 nice. This hammer might be good, because this hammer might actually be something a druid would wear. A ballast maul of power, so that might actually be a druid thing. Are there mauls in? Yes, but they are worth absolutely no money. I'm gonna dispel it. Okay. Just not gonna take it, I'm gonna... Alrighty, inventory is looking fine so far. I have absolutely no ammunition left.
Someone is fishing.
Let's send this to Avia. I'm probably gonna take up the time in the next few days to level up a new paladin to level 10. So I can retire Avia completely. Because Avia will be deleted and be the name for the shaman when the Burning Crusade happens.
These guys are never happy.
Oh, my pet is dead, speaking of happy. Speaking of happy.
Yeah. And then you talk about me and my
What can I
pet.
help you with?
Yeah, I mean, you mistreat your pet way more than I do. So don't at me, yo. Don't at me, yo.
I would tisk you.
Tisk. So let's look into recipes. Mage Weave. So there is Mage Weave Bandage. Is there also Heavy Mage Weave Bandage? Is that a thing? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so where the hell do I get Heavy Mage Weave Bandage? WoW Classic Heavy Mage Weave Bandage. Is that a thing? Heavy Mage Weave Bandage is a thing. Okay, Heavy Mage Weave. Where can I learn it? It is created by this. And where do I learn this? Commands requires 240 to learn. We don't have 240 yet. It's taught for free by Dr. Gustav van Houten. Okay. So I need to go to the doctor again if I reach the appropriate level. Oh, Mage Weave went up in price brutally. So let's just outbid all of these guys. I know this is a market bot user, so this will not happen. But let's just outbid him for safety. If he forgets to do it, we're gonna win some Mage Weave potentially. But this is commonly a auction bot user, so we're unlikely to get this. We are very unlikely to get this, yeah? I mean, if we get it, we get a lot of Mage Weave, but realistically it's not happening, guys. This is a folly. This will not happen. They will cancel the auction at the last second, and they will just ruin our day for a little while. But I have gold to spare, so I can take the risk and spend a few gold up front. Let's look at Mage Weave 20s. Let's look at Mage Weave 20s. And it's about a gold a stack. Do I want to sacrifice a gold to get my skill up? It's about a gold a stack. Let's wait until tomorrow. If the prices go down, good. If not, we're not gonna waste the extra money. I'm gonna do a little bit of enchanting. Rather, I need to log out. I want Corinda to be deleted. I want to recreate Avia as a paladin. I want to recreate Avia as a paladin. Let's see. I should just do a screenshot. That might just be the best thing. And open up Paint and have my own character screenshotted. So I actually know how to make her look like. So let's create a new character. Let's call her Corinda. If you don't know where Corinda is from, she is from the game that I'm the biggest fan of, which is Crusaders of Might and Magic.
Oh my god, I think I'm gonna die.
The German version, that is. Are you gonna die? Why are you in the water? Yep. Yeah, you're dead. I need to...
Well, it was...
Yeah, we're gonna see it. Are we gonna see it? And we saw it.
There you go.
We saw
First time
it.
today.
First time today. Let's see.
I was following this quest here and ended up in this friggin' place. I'm gonna go further up into the
This is
mountain.
not the face that we need. This the face that we need? I don't know. It's so difficult to recreate characters. I think this is the face that we need. The hairstyle is... Let's see. The hairstyle is this one. Hair color obviously is white, because I'm a big fan of white hair. There we go.
So what's she?
She will be a paladin. She is the replacement for Avia, which is the name we will choose for the Enhancement Shaman. That is. But that is not the right face. Is this the right face? No, it's not. This is the right face. Yep, this is the right face. We're gonna call her Corinda. And we're gonna level her up pretty soon, tomorrow. And we're gonna level her up to at least level 5. And if not level 10. So she can overtake Avia as our enchanter for the moment. But for now, I would say we're gonna finish up this episode. Thank you very much for watching. This has been episode number 10 of World of Warcraft Classic Anniversary, the preparation for TBC. You know where to find me. Become a Pokemon on stream, come into the chat and annoy me and possibly the Fox if she's joining me. Also, if you're watching this on YouTube, any amount of interaction helps, so tell me in the comments that I'm a poopy pants and the Fox is a poopy poops. And give it a dislike or a like or whatever you want to do. Every interaction actually helps. And the Fox, of course, has the last words.
As always, wash your hands, hydrate, and take the piss out of his haircut.
Correct. You can still make
Before
fun of the
it goes
haircut.
back.
It is still looking terrible. You have roughly 3 weeks, and then the hair will...
Actually, it looks quite good today.
Well, the problem is that still this corner here is a thing, and I don't want to cut it because I'm afraid to mess it up. This hard corner right here is still bad. So, but yeah, my hair is growing like crazy. So you have only about 2 to 3 weeks left to making fun of me. So until next time, guys, take care. Bye bye. Ciao.
Ciao.